Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are so excited you're here. My name is Nikki McCutchen, and I will be kind of your co-host along with Vicky Malad tonight. We're kind of doing a little bit different of a call again tonight, but I love it. I think it's super fun, so I hope you do too. The call will be for 30 minutes, and if we have new people on the call tonight, we're going to be talking about the X39 patch that activates this amazing peptide in our bodies. We want to share with you our medical disclaimer real quick. Tonight, what we'll be sharing is for informational purposes only. If you have any medical conditions, please check with your physician or healthcare practitioner. All Lifeway products are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any disease. If you're on medications or have medical conditions or are pregnant or nursing, please check with your physician first. So I'm super excited tonight to have Vicky help me kind of go through. I haven't done a second call before, just over some things that I hadn't gotten recorded yet. So I'm going to be talking about what I have noticed just with the patches over, well, it's been almost 16 months now. But really, kind of at a year, I started to notice some things that were a little bit different. And then also, I did not ever put in any photos of my Achilles surgery. And so I just kind of wanted to show everybody that and talk about that and hopefully make sure that I don't forget anything. I am really good about forgetting stuff sometimes. So Vicky heard me the other night. So hopefully she's going to help keep me on track for all the things. And then she's going to explain the X39 to us and all the great things that it can do for us. So, I already told you I've been using the patches for about 16 months. I'm going to screen share. Back in June, so it is, we're in March, so I'm not at a year yet. But back in June, I was playing tennis with my kids and I tore my Achilles. And so, had to go in and have surgery. Um, let's see if I can find it. Well, I thought I had all of this figured out. 'Cause I have it open on my other screen. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Where could it have gone? Here we go. It should be open. There it is. So why is it not coming up? I'm
Did you hit
sorry
share
about this,
screen?
guys. Yeah, but then when I go and uh try to find it when I hit share screen, I don't see that as an option to choose, even though I have it open.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is
Click
not
the
working
first
as
screen on your left.
on my left. Okay, let me try
Yeah.
this. Okay. Okay, here, maybe I got it now. Oh, yay. Okay. Thank you so much, Pastor Ed. Okay, so playing tennis tore my Achilles tendon. So this was surgery, but I wanted to make sure I remembered to tell you because I always forget this, which I shouldn't because it's so important. So, my husband had to carry me off the court, get in the truck, go home. Um, and the bruise was kind of starting. I basically had a hole back there, so like where you see all these scars, it was kind of like completely sunk in because it just had completely tore in half. Um, and so, but it was starting to bruise, like just barely starting to bruise by the time that I got home. And I put three X39, three Eon, and three carnosine on right away. And that bruise just immediately went away. I never had, so then even after that, it was a week before I got in for surgery. I never had any bruising, never any swelling, and no pain. Initially when I had the pain, but the pain just immediately, I felt totally fine. It was the craziest thing because I've had two different, knee surgeries. I've broken my tibia. Like I've been through stuff. So this was insane to me that I would have no pain, no swelling, and no bruising. Like that was crazy. Anyway, so this was after surgery. So you can just kind of see 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and then 6 weeks. And even from like 4 weeks, you can still kind of see the how the skin is kind of bubbly, where the stitches and stuff go, and how it just completely, remodeled, like the scar tissue just completely remodeled. So, anyway, that was kind of how, the recovery went as far as the surgery. And of course, the physical therapist and the physician were just shocked at how quickly the scar had healed. Um, okay, let me try to stop my screen share. Here we go. Okay. And then I'm going to switch this. All right, there we go. Anyway, so that was super unusual. And then after, the surgery, I did not want to take any of the heavy duty medication. So I just, same patches, used the ice wave as well. Couldn't really figure out the ice wave as much, but took ibuprofen. And then, on top of because I could take the boot off. So I would just put it, if it wasn't time for me to unwrap the ace bandage, I would put 3 X39, 3 Eon, and 3 carnosine. And I think just my other regular patches, I just put everything down there. X49, SV6, like I just put all the stuff. I put all the stuff down there. Glutathione, it was just all down there. So I did deal with some pain a few days afterwards, but then I can't remember how long it was that I was able to take the ace bandage off, and then, my husband just had to redo the bandage. It might have been like 3 or 4 days just to make sure, that I just changed out the bandage and make sure that that was clean. And my foot was even like that yellowy color when you're getting close to being done healing. So there was never any bruising or swelling even after surgery other than that yellow little color. So that was just shocking to me. Very, very unusual. So I was super happy with that. And then after just a couple of days of using ibuprofen, then I was fine. I could just use the patches and it wasn't a problem at all. So it just took about 2 days. So I was very thankful for that. So anyway, that was back in June. We're in March now. So the recovery and everything from the surgery is a 12 to 18 month recovery to fully get my calf and everything back to functioning because of the atrophy, because you're non-mobile for, or, you're using crutches or whatever I think they did let me go off early. Instead of 8 weeks, they let me do it at 6 weeks. I was able to start walking in the boot, but the atrophy was already really bad. So I'm still just working to recover that muscle, that I've lost. The other thing that has been super interesting to me on my last video, so you can find it on my YouTube channel when I talked about all the other things that had changed right away for me and things that I had started to notice. But is my back. I talked about it on that video too, that my back, I have had issues pretty much my whole life with my back. And the the first time my back went out, I was I had been wearing the patches for 4 months. And normally when my back goes out, I'm 50, by the way, I'm now 50. I would be out for a month, as I aged. And, in high school, I just go to the chiropractor and I'd go and get right back out on the court, like no problem. But then now, as I've aged, it would go out and all I could do is go and walk for like a month. And then I could finally get back to my regular classes and doing all the regular stuff. But the first time it went out, I did the whole pain patching protocol. That would have been another good thing that we could have screen shared. So Pastor Ed or Vicky, I don't know if you can find it and pull it up and we could show the pictures of that. But I did all the 7 steps to the pain patching protocol. And I did get my pain to reduce. I was just hoping, I was like, okay, great. If I can be in less pain, that's great. By day, it kept reducing each day. And then by day 5, I couldn't even find the pain anymore. So I didn't have to patch my back at all. That was like an absolute miracle to me. Was so thankful for that. A couple months later, my back did go out again. So I was just praying, okay, Lord, please, can it please just be 4 days? Like that would be amazing. So went home, patched my whole back up, 7 steps, did all the 7 steps. And 24 hours. And I had canceled all my classes. I went back to class. I could have gone back to class like it was no problem, but I canceled them thinking that I wouldn't be able to. And then the next time it went out, I was down working in the garden. on my hands and knees, and it just went, and, it's just, oh, I mean, just takes your breath away. So I'm just sitting there, like, breathing, like, "Okay, please, okay, I just gotta figure out how to get up, just gotta crawl out of here, and I gotta get up." And, anyway, so I just sat there breathing for a second, and then all of a sudden, it just completely went away, and I went back to gardening like nothing had ever happened. I could not believe it. And I think that I think I got that one on the last video that I talked about. But then since that video, now what has happened is I can feel my back trying to go out, and it can't. Almost like when I was younger in high school, playing sports, to where I could go to the chiropractor and just push through and be fine. Now, obviously, I don't have to push through. So I can just put a whole bunch of patches on, and deal with it. So, like, all of my patches for the day go on my back, when I feel like it feels weak or whatever. And now I don't really know if I'm having I changed out my mattress, a thing on my mattress, and now it's never a good thing for me to do anything to my mattress. So now it's like it moves, like the pain will go. It's usually always on the left, and then it was on the right, and now it like moves, and I can feel it like all the way across. So I don't know if that's some of the things that we've heard, like with on testimonials, where people are talking about retracing, maybe a little bit. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean the patches are just, I mean. I can't even, I mean, they're just phenomenal. It just is, they have changed my life, especially with my back. So I'm so thankful for that. A few of the other things that I've noticed was I texted Vicky out. It was like a few weeks after that call, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can see eyebrows, like, I'm getting more eyebrow hair growing in. I was like, "This is crazy." So, I've had hair growth and stuff, but I had that earlier on. Anyway, yeah, so I've had hair coming, growing in my eyebrows. Um, Also the, skin tags. It was so in
You're muted.
So
Sorry,
you're
Nikki.
muted.
Okay, there we go. No, you're good. You're good. Okay, there I am. Did you hear me say skin tags? Did you hear that part? Okay, you're muted now. I think anyway,
Yes, yeah, we heard.
okay, thank you. I was watching a couple of testimony, or a couple of doctors talking, and they were talking about how all their skin tags were gone. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I thought about my skin tags, so I'm, looking all over for all the skin tags that I used to have." Gosh, they're gone. So I don't even know when they disappeared. I only have like 3 left. And so that it was just like super shocking to me. So that was exciting when you have those little things that are just like annoying, to you, that obviously you can live with, but it's just great that they're not there anymore. So that was super exciting, like a new find, of things, of the patches that have, have made better for me. So anyway, so I just wanted to share what's kind of been going on now that I've been using them for almost 16 months. So Vicky, did I forget anything, or did you find the 7 steps to pain video at all?
I found the 7 steps to pain, but I can't upload it on the Zoom because I don't have
Oh,
it I'm not on my phone. I'm on my computer.
okay. No
I
So,
just
but we
problem.
sent them
can,
to you in WhatsApp, Nikki.
Oh, you did? Okay, so I should
that's,
be able to pull it up.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let me see here. Okay. So then if I screen share, I should be able to get it, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me try. Y'all are teaching me a bunch tonight. This is awesome. Okay, let me see here. Okay, can y'all see that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So I just went through the video and just went through the steps. This is ice wave and the clock method. Put an X39 on top of the tan ice wave patch. And then this one, I would usually just pick, trying to remember what I would pick. I thought there was one that was on your ribs. Maybe that's the next one. I may have picked the one on the SP6. I usually would just pick one of these because I don't have any of these conditions to try to patch for. And this was, which patches is this? Can you tell, Vicky?
Which is it?
Neon.
Energy enhancer? Which one? I can't see your cursor.
Oh, is it all the same, or they just it looks like it might be, oh no, Eon is still on GB14.
Yeah, there's an Eon and there's a carnosine, a glutathione, and energy enhancer, or ice wave.
Oh,
So
I
because
see.
it's pain, I'm going to say it's probably ice wave.
Okay. Okay. Um, yes. So like I said, I don't even remember what I picked on this, but I think I just picked one. Oh, this is the one I was talking about. This one
There
was
you
energy
go.
enhancer. Yeah. So I would use this one always since it was my back too. I thought, well, it's closer. It's closer to where my back pain is. So I always did that one. And then I always did this. So the 4-glutathione around that tan ice wave, I added that. Um, and I did, these 5 Eon. I really more circled on my back versus I think this was developed for Roy when he had his knee surgery, right? Is when
Yes.
David developed this. Yeah. So I just circled. So I put a center, a blue one on top of the tan ice wave and the X39 and then another Eon. And then I surrounded 4 with 4 Eon. And then I did this as well, putting a carnosine on top, added 2 more glutathione, added 2 more Eon. Um, so it's a lot of I mean, like I have a huge like circle. Yes, Pastor Ed, do you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that LifeWave never supports or gives us any protocols or any placements like this. This is all done by Brother Roy.
Okay.
He it's because he's a specialist in acupuncture. He took, classes and has a degree on it. So he puts it all together. I just want to do a disclaimer that LifeWave never gives us protocols. So just in case
Awesome.
anybody asks.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um, so yeah, so this one I just skipped because I felt like it was either, or it's adding, is it adding 2 more Eon? 6A flower protocol. Do you see a difference, Vicky?
Um, yeah, there's two Eons.
Okay.
So yeah, this one just has like all 3 YH around it and
Together.
circling
Yeah.
it. Mhm.
Okay. And then this I never did. I thought this is more for like if it's on your hand or on your foot and you need to just like sandwich it all on top of each other. So I would skip this step 6C. Um, and then this one is just another one to pick. I guess you're just picking whichever one that you think is going to help you the best on the 6s.
Right.
Um, some of this I
Whichever
feel like
one
I
works.
haven't seen.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the 5 sets of energy enhancer. So it's like the rebalance or the severe symptom. So these
Right.
are the
And you wear
placements.
all 5.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, at one time. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen this slide. The slides like this. This is awesome, Pastor Ed. I haven't seen this. So that's great because I would just watch the video. So the video is a little bit different than these slides. So I never did the energy enhancer that way. That would have been really good. Um, that's really cool. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm trying to there was another okay, do you have anything to add, Vicky?
Now, I mean, when it comes to the pain patching, like doing the 7 steps, you just go through each and every step, and some find relief with just the first 3 steps, some need a little more, and then you find what works. So, for me, like I would just try a different one, not necessarily have to put them all on at the same time because your body would be filled with patches.
Yes, it was. It was my whole back. I think I may have sent you a picture. It was like the whole my whole side of my back was full. Yes.
It's a lot of patches. But yeah, I mean, that is for when you're in like serious pain and you need some relief. So yeah, and I mean, I've been there too. Like you just want to keep adding the patches because you still feel it, you know what I mean? But if you give it time, drink some more water, it definitely helps subside it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was yeah. I used them all and definitely got the pain down. Did not go all the way away, but when you feel like you can't walk,
Oh yeah.
like yes, I'm putting all the patches on that I possibly can. So, And one other little tidbit that I wanted to share too, just kind of a little update on my husband as well. So I talked about him on my first one, but I want to show you this. I watch all of these great health programs. I subscribe to a ton of different things with health, and this one company that I follow and listen to all of their videos, they put out this thing on snoring. Hopefully you can, oh, it doesn't, it's not great. Let me see if I, there we go. That's better. Is that better? Okay. So my husband literally could take the house down. I mean, would snore so loud. And still, what's crazy is, and again, I think his story is so important. I cannot wait for the day that all of a sudden, God just does something and his body starts working, and he really starts noticing the patches. For him, he notices specific protocols. So, like Ed said, LifeWave doesn't put any of that out, but they can be super helpful. So, for him, he does notice different things if I use specific protocols on him. But all of his stuff has been, we've had to see through test results working with someone. And the snoring is the thing that, of course, he doesn't notice. He doesn't notice that he's not snoring anymore. But I'm like, oh my gosh, honey, these patches are amazing. Yeah, I have to get up in the middle of the night and make sure you're alive. I mean, because like I can't hear you. I mean, it's just so amazing. So anyway, several months back, I was listening to this call on sleep, and so they were talking about how snoring actually affects your body in all of these different ways, and it really does affect your health. And I don't think we think about it because so many people snore. Like, I mean, it's usually somebody in the relationship. Your spouse, one of you snores. So everybody, it's like we're used to it. But it has all of these health ramifications. Oh, and so I saved this, chart, hoping that I would get to share it on a Zoom one day because just to me, if you have, if your spouse, you notice they're no longer snoring, these are the kind of things that are being fixed inside their body, could be being fixed that we don't even know about. That my husband doesn't even notice. But I'm just so thankful because I just think, oh my gosh, for him to, even though he's not noticing anything with the patches, for it, and he's probably, I mean, I maybe not when we were really young and first got married, but I'm pretty sure he snored most of our lives. So we've been married for let me think, 28 years, I think. Yeah, 28 years now. So anyway, so yeah, and I mean you can hear him. I mean, like we can have the door closed, the kids and I be watching TV, and we can hear him snoring in the bedroom. I mean, I'm talking loud. So so it is amazing that I mean, you can hardly hear him anymore. So anyway, that's just something I'm super excited about for him because I know there's things going on, even though he doesn't, really notice anything in particular yet, unless we're doing, he's having a certain issue and we're using a certain protocol for something. But anyway, so Vicki, tell us about the amazing X39 and why all of these things could possibly happen in our bodies.
Well, thank you for sharing your wonderful testimonials. There's so many that sometimes we just forget. Like you said, you have to make yourself little, talking points. So yeah, X39 technology, when you place this patch on your body, it elevates a specific peptide in your body to be able to restore and regenerate anything that you need that needs fixing. So it kind of like flips a switch on and your body goes and does the repair work for yourself. So there's nothing that goes into your bloodstream. It definitely helps with inflammation, pain, rapid pain relief, stress. Like Nikki experienced rapid wound healing. Of course, she didn't have any bruising, swelling, and the pain was manageable. The main thing with the X39 also is that the more you use it, the compound benefits happen. So you continually see these amazing benefits over and over. So it's like a compounding effect. And the more you use it, the more you're going to feel better. And it just definitely makes a huge difference. And for me, my health was always like an expense. I went through so many surgeries and I was always, getting doctor's bills. And I had come to a point where I was like, enough. and then I came across this technology. So for me, I just believe that your health should be an investment, not an expense. And, investing in yourself, that means that you care about yourself, and you can't help anyone unless you want to help yourself first. So another thing I'd like to say is to manage expectations. It could, like, it did so much for you, Nikki, and you went through surgery, that major surgery, with no bruising, swelling, no pain. I mean, that's amazing, but it may not be that way for anyone. It's just going to be different for each and every individual. So managing expectations, but also wanting to know, like, how they want this to help their bodies, how they want to, for their health and wellness, what is it that their goal is to be able to use this technology? And what comes easy will not last long, and what lasts long will not come easy. So investing in yourself and just being committed, and just using the patch every day, just get it on the body and let the body do the work.
Yes, so awesome. That's exactly right. I love that. So great. I met with a couple the other night, and the wife had very, very serious health issues. And so, was sitting down, meeting with them. And one of the things that he said to me was you either pay for your illness or you pay for your health. And that so profoundly struck me, coming from, someone else. Here I am. I don't feel like we have to sell anything with these patches, or do anything like that. But, here I am presenting them with this product, and they're, in this major health, crisis. And this is a comment that he makes to me, that just really stuck with me. And so the question is, what do you want to pay for? So, my answer is my health, and that I have lived my life that way. I've raised my kids that way. We definitely believe in prevention. And so I'm so, so very thankful for this technology, for David Schmidt, for all of you, and getting to work with you and learn from you. It's just such an absolute blessing. So I know we're already at the 30 minutes. Does anybody have an ad or a question or anything that Vicky might be able to answer for you? No, I don't see any hands raised, but thank y'all so much for being here tonight. Thank you, Vicky, so much. It's always such a pleasure to get to do this with you. I just so appreciate you and all your knowledge. Just a beautiful, sweet soul, and I'm so very thankful for you. So thank you, everyone, so much for being here tonight. We pray blessing over each one of you. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for your testimony. It was awesome.
Bye. Absolutely. Good night.
Good night. God
Good
bless.
night.
You're a sweet